Welcome to today's selections from Manichaean writings, Parables, Part 2 of 2, on Words of Wisdom. Prophet Manichaean, also known as the Messenger of Light, was a Persian mystic saint who sought to liberate humanity through a deeper understanding and connection with God. His Gnostic teachings became the basis for the Manichaean religion, founded in the 3rd century AD. Manichaeanism was based on the belief of the divine within and the duality of good and evil. Prophet Mani saw a human struggle between the spiritual light and a material world of darkness. His teachings, which focused on the unity of all religions, drew from Zoroastrianism, Buddhism, and Christianity. During its peak, Manichaeanism spread from Spain to India and was perhaps the first religion to flourish worldwide at that time. Prophet Mani was revered for his humbleness, compassion, and the spiritual salvation that he said could be attained by reconnecting with one's true self. During a lecture in 2007, Supreme Master Qinghai Vegan confirmed Prophet Mani's place in history as a true messenger of light.
It's about Mani, prophet.
Mani?
Mani, Manichaean, the prophet in Iran.
Yeah.
And I discovered that all his disciples were vegetarian, and they also were very attentive to animals. Like they kept something in when they walked. They walked a lot in their mouths, not to eat insects and all this.
They wear the mask?
Yeah, they wear a mask. And also, Mani was using the teachings of the Buddha when he was in China, and also the teaching of Jesus when he was more in Europe. So I wanted to know if he was actually really a master and initiating people.
He was a great master.
Thank you, Master.
Yeah, a good master, a real master. Yes, like 5th level. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sure he was very greatly enlightened. You can tell by the way he taught. Yeah.
Yes, he was very universal for that time.
Then it's good, and loving animal people and all that, and it's correct.
Parable about the farmer, a Manichaean text in Persian. He gathers in that wheat, and he takes it to the vessel from which it had come. And he goes to his house from which he had come, for he had accomplished the task for which he had come. And because he has reaped and gathered in what he had come for, and because that which is stored in his vessel. We want to receive favor and accompany him safely on even paths. And this testimony that he has spoken is true. Furthermore, he said, "Take heed that no one leads you astray, for many will come in my name, saying, 'We are Jesus' disciples,' and his time has come, and many will deceive them." The parable about the 2 snakes, a Manichaean text in Sogdian. Here begins the story about the snakes, heavy to carry and light to carry. Furthermore, it was heard that there were once 2 snakes, and the first snake was called heavy to carry. Their bodies were equally large, and their tails were very long. Being of one mind, they loved each other so much that one could not bear to be separated from the other. And lo, they went along a path together. After they had traversed much land, one snake glided into a gully, and the other snake proceeded along the way. On one side of the path, there was a very steep mountain, and on the other side a very deep body of water. And on the path, a trapper had set up a snare and a pitfall. Inside it was full of burning coals, and all kinds of fiery apparitions rose from it into the air. The trapper was hiding nearby, and when the snake came to that place, it was pleased and amazed at the fiery apparition in the air. But it was not possible for it to avoid the pitfall, for alas, it had to go ahead along this path, and there was no way back. And lo, it paused, and then darted ahead, thinking, I want to jump over the pitfall with my whole body. But because the pitfall was very wide, and the snake's body was long and very thin in the middle, and its tail was very long, it could not cross the pitfall. Its head came across, but the tail remained behind, lying across the pit, and the snake could not pull it over to its neck. So it burned there and died. And the trapper came quickly, stretched out his hand toward the pit, took the stone out of the dead snake, and went away. The second snake, or liked to carry, came along and found its companion dead. It cried out from the depths of its soul, Alas, you were very dear to me. And it wept and lamented bitterly, wailed pitifully, and said, O wonderful brother, how have you died without your brother and in shame? When it had stopped lamenting, it thought to itself, My brother died because he had not thought of a remedy for the body. If I, too, do not find a remedy for the body, I will also have to die. And it considered the matter carefully. And the snake said, If I endure separation from my dear tail, and endure a little pain in my body for the sake of the soul, then I will be able to jump over the pitfall. Then it returned to the gully and found the abundant fire of the shepherd, and it burned off as much of its tail as could be harmful to its body. And when it had become smaller, the tailless body jumped very lightly and crossed the pitfall safely. Of these two snakes, one is the person who loves the body, for whom bearing is troublesome, but who is unconcerned about the soul. The second snake is the person for whom the soul is dearer than the body. There is very little poison in them, and their attachment to the world is very weak, and the fetters binding their soul are very thin. And the pitfall, the high mountain, and the deep body of water are the three trenches. The trapper is Ahriman, and the stone the soul. Ultimately, the old man without good works is the one who cannot jump over the three ditches with the tail of the body. But the chosen new man has purged the three poisons from the body, and has borne in his body the agony caused by observing the law or true teachings, and he can endure separation from his dear wife and children and from riches. And on the final day his soul will arise from the body and will attain the peace of paradise. For more information, please visit the Gnostic Society Library, gnosis.org.